So one thing I've been thinking about, and I even posted about this again yesterday on YouTube, was what villains can really be in here, what like hidden villains can really be thought up of to bring into this game for Spider-Man 2. And I would have to actually give a shout out to my friend IronGen. He kind of made this theory while we were talking together, and he was saying that potentially Chameleon could be in this game. Now, before we get into some reasons why he could be in this game, or even how his role can be potentially played out in this game, go ahead and subscribe. I'm almost at 50,000 subscribers, and I made it a goal to try to do that before August. Now, I need 1,400. I don't think that's a lot. You guys already had 100 subscribers just yesterday and the day before, so I think that it is possible for us to hit that goal by then, okay? I think I did the math. You just need to do 80 subscribers a day. That's all I gotta do, okay? So try to help me out here. So let's get into this. One of the things that could really happen here, and of course, if you don't know Chameleon is like basically the clay face of the Spider-Man universe, I guess, if we're gonna be putting it down to very simple terms. But he could basically transform into anybody. He can basically disguise himself as anybody. It's a skill that he had when he was young, and he's the half-brother of Kraven. Now, this is a big thing too, because Kraven is one of the main villains of the game. And we also know that Chameleon is in this universe. Just in the last game, during the side mission that you have with the fraud Spider-Man. Calm down now, Jesus Christ. Harry, calm the fuck down, dude. It's destroying everything. Okay. The fraud Spider-Man, we basically get a reference to Chameleon. He's like, oh man, it could be Chameleon again impersonating me. And that was something that I thought was going to be played upon. I'm like, holy shit, we're going to go fight Chameleon. That's amazing. It's a good idea. Now in this game, it really does work. I think that in many ways, you could have Chameleon come in here. He could either, one, impersonate potentially Norman Osborn. I think that could really be a good thing that they can do. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did that. Two, they could just have him be the reason why Kraven even came here to begin with. Maybe call him up and be like, Spider-Man's here. I know that the one guy, the one random hunter that Kraven had showed him, what about New York? But it could be just hiding the fact that Chameleon is really the one that tells them about Spider-Man and all of the people that are in New York. We're making it a tradition. I know. I'm not an alcoholic, I promise. I just need a beer. A beer a day keeps the doctor paid. That's all I gotta say. Oh my god, I'm fussing up. This doesn't normally happen. That's what I tell all the women. Oh, it's all over me. But that's the thing too, is that Chameleon could really be anybody. Even Spider-Man was like, damn, he's impersonating me again. He was pissed. So I think that it will be a really good idea to bring him in. Like I said, Norman would be a good idea. If they're making Norman the main Venom symbiote host, then it's definitely going to be Chameleon as Norman. I think Chameleon is definitely going to impersonate Norman, and then they're going to stage an attack where Norman and the Venom symbiote is going to come up and like attack the Chameleon Norman, and then that's going to have like, you know, the whole, it's going to basically make you interpret that Norman isn't Venom. And that's a really, really good, that's something that Norman Osborn would definitely do. And then you're like, ah, shit, it's Harry or someone else or some shit like that. There's been storylines where Chameleon has impersonated J. Jonah Jameson. He could literally just be such a menace throughout this entire game and make you feel like you're in the Skrull invasion. You're like, who the fuck is who? He can impersonate MJ. He can impersonate maybe even Miles Spider-Man and try to get into with Peter and try to fuck with Peter a little bit. There's so many things that they can do with Chameleon in this game, and I think that could be a really, really fun way to fuck with Peter's head while he has a symbiote suit too. Have Chameleon dress up as symbiote Spider-Man, go out and start fucking killing people, and then people are like, holy shit, Spider-Man really is changing for the worse. And then Peter's like, oh my god, am I doing this in my sleep? Like, it's gonna be, that would be really, really fun to play with. I think that would be an interesting storyline to play with in this game, and I feel like Insomniac have the balls to do something like that. Now, there's two possibilities how he kind of ends. One, he can get away, like he always fucking does in the comics somehow. Or two, I think Kraven might kill him, and that could be another thing as well. Or they can save him for the third game, and even, of course, have the same type of plot line with Norman, where it's like Norman is at a press rally somehow. He gets away with everything in the second game. Norman's still scot-free, even though he released Venom, and he basically released Kurt Connors, Lizard, and he's basically causing chaos throughout New York. He's still somehow in the top of the top. He's doing some type of press release or something, and then immediately gets attacked by Green Goblin. But it's really, of course, Norman being impersonated by Chameleon. There's so many things that they could do in that third game, and I think that, of course, they could really use Chameleon for a very big plot twist, and I would love to see something like that. Of course, like I said, he's like the Clayface of the Marvel Universe, and what they did with Clayface in Arkham City, holy shit, dude, if they did something like that with this game, it would be just fucking it would be insane. I couldn't even fathom what they could possibly do, because there's so many little plot lines with so many characters that we don't really know what's going to happen if they do bring in Chameleon and they switch it up on us. It'll be a very fun thing to do. They have a lot to play with. So I would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments below. I'm going to be recording a ton of videos today. It's going to be very, very fun. So I would love for you guys to support as well, to like the video and subscribe as well. And tell me what you guys think Chameleon's role can be in Marvel Spider-Man 2. And if you don't want him in Marvel Spider-Man 2, what would you do with him in Marvel Spider-Man 3? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos in the future. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.